Audio's on. Okay, guys, welcome to day 2 at the Arena Paintball Tournament. We are about to start the first game of KC Ripple versus Lumberjacks, and your guest commentator is Blake Christensen from the Titans.
Alright, everyone, so we got KC Ripple doing a double snake attack by the look of it. Or is it just one on the snake one? So, 5-on-4 paintball right now for Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks have snake 1, snake 2, now there's Dorito Wedge. But they just lose their snake 2 player, so 4-on-4 paintball right now. But KC Ripple has this guy up in the center brick here, just locking down the snake player. Oh, but KC Ripple get a penalty on the snake player. So just 2 left. Oh no, 1 left now for KC Ripple after that penalty. So just Jason Newport left in this Dorito 2 for KC Ripple. And he's making moves, but he gets shot. So first point up, Lumberjacks. So yeah, that penalty really did some damage on KC Ripple. I think he took 2 players for that 1 penalty. So
point approved.
Okay, now we got BOP Blast versus PBHQ.
30 seconds.
Should be a good match.
Twenty seconds.
Alrighty, now we got the man, the myth, the legend, Hiram.
Hello, hello, hello.
Got PBHQ versus BOP Blast right now. So, Blast, the only team to go snake off the break, but PBHQ are 2 in that center brick there.
It's going to be interesting to see the plays today because people have been able to watch back the tape last night, sleep on it, think about it, discuss, and now they're going to be coming to the field and trying things out there they picked up from yesterday. Again, we're still in prelims, so they're going to be figuring out still. So it'll be interesting to see how people are playing it. Blast looking pretty good with as far as field spread is concerned. Having 2 in the snake.
Yeah, 1 in that center as well, and then 1 in the Dorito too. So they got really good field position right now. Well, I think PBHQ still is not in the snake yet, and they just lose another player. So it's just the 3 guys. Oh no, 1 guy left that's just got into the snake for PBHQ. So look for Blast to just.
I think that's Will on the Blast squad who was able to get up into their snake and then just has pieced up 3 people. He's absolutely feasting out there with his CS3 Pro.
Yeah, so real solid point by Blast. Just winning those gun battles and sealing the deal. I think they're 5 alive.
5 alive. Pretty impressive from Blast first point this morning when we were getting all set up. You see Will standing, staring down the snake, smoking a diary, visioning what he was about to do, and he just went and sent it. Absolute slaughterfest. Brilliant work from Blast. I really like that. That was pretty textbook from them.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more with 5 alive.
Game stop.
So PBHQ are going to want to go back to the...
Oh yeah, it's in the buzz, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to want to go back to the pits and have a bit of a chat. They favoured the centre to try and play defensive over the offence and the power that you get in the snake. So pretty unorthodox move. Not ideal. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make that adjustment.
1 minute.
Yeah, the snake's the most powerful part of the field, and to not use it at all until the very end is definitely a mistake.
Yeah. We're now jumping back into Lumberjacks and KC Ripple for point number 2. It was only 1:15 that last point. So pretty quick work from the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, well, that penalty that KC Ripple got on their snake player took out 3 of them. So,
Oh, was there a red, was he?
well, he took 3 people. He took the player and then 2 others.
Jeepers.
So,
20 seconds.
really didn't help their cause.
No, that's not going to get you far.
10 seconds.
All right, watching KC Ripple.
Game on.
So they go snake 1 off the break. Up into
Lumberjacks
this.
losing a player, losing 2 off the
Oh.
break. So heavy guns from KC Ripple off the break to take 3 Lumberjacks off.
That's some good laning. I think that might be Jason Newport's lane.
Yeah, so there's some real strong lanes as well as some follow-up shots.
And now Jason Newport's just cleaning up.
Jason's absolutely sent it down the Drudo side.
Oh, he thinks it's over,
thinks
but there's
it's
still
over.
a
There's
snake
one
guy,
left
but
on
he's
snake.
picked him up.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so that's at least
Yeah, let him
3 kills for Jason that point, I think.
Concede.
Solid point. Solid. So that was 2 people getting laned off the Dorito side, was it?
Yeah.
So that's far out. That's some awesome lanes from the KC Ripple boys. If you can get 2 off one side, that's huge because then you can just send it down that side pretty easily.
You can do exactly what Jason just did, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the lane going down the Dorito side is huge, which is why you haven't seen a lot of aggression this tournament so far on that Dorito side, because it is so big, it is so dangerous trying to cross that, and we just saw Lumberjacks pay the price with Jason nailing that shot.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
All right. So back to the PBHQ Blast game. Bop taking that first point, so let's see if PBHQ can answer or if Bop are just going to keep slamming down these points.
Yeah, I mean, textbook play from Blast. Let's see if PBHQ can
10 seconds.
get someone into the snake to counter it and get some control.
Game on.
So that's the Blast boys breaking out on your screen. Oh, it looked like Jake
Looked like he
from
took a bounce on the head
PBHQ
or
took a
something.
bounce on the head going up to that center.
So they've opted for the double presence in the centre
Oh,
again
but they lose their snake
and
player.
lost there. So they made the adjustment by getting a snake, and now again, by getting chopped up from the centre. So PBHQ have lost 2 players
Real quickly.
real quickly. Will getting absolutely horny, sent it up to their side of the snake, and then got shot out.
Oh, move for the middle.
Vince is
Does he
going to
get it?
collect 2 here.
Oh, he got 1.
Oh, but he got shot out himself.
Oh, this Dorito player for Blast is hammering this center player.
And it's great work from the Blast player, capitalising on the chaos. So
Yeah.
Rip Kruger sends it up, bunkers out the first China player, and then the Dorito player, recognising his opportunity, gets up and shoots Jake.
Yeah. Oh, that's Rippin' Kruger there, so that wasn't Rippin'
Sorry, it
Kruger
wasn't.
through the middle. But good move by the Dorito player to recognise the carnage and play off it.
Yeah.
Um,
And that was the right move to go and bunker him, especially when there's 2 bodies in there.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, Blast making the right calls mid-game and adjusting, and then closing out. Wow. Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, they're looking good. So they're just going to sit on this point and try and drain the clock. See if PBHQ recognise that they're... Yep, so they do. So they tail that point. Oh no, maybe they did not tail it. Maybe they ended up pressing it because they got checked. Alright, let's see if... oh, this is 1 apiece now, this match. So be interesting to see who's going to get this next point.
Yeah, it's a pretty convincing point from KC Ripple, the last one.
Yeah.
We'll want to see some adjustment from the Lumberjacks on their breakout, just to try and get 5 alive. The last thing you want to be doing is starting down a body.
10 seconds.
Starting down 2 bodies even.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Let's see if they go wide again on the Dorito side for the Lumberjacks. And so they learned their lesson and they just went to the Dorito insert into that tower. So good changing up their game plan and not just running into the same guns again.
Yeah.
And they shoot one of the KC Ripple back players. So it's 5-on-4, I believe, in favour of Lumberjacks. But Lumberjacks just lose their Dorito tower. So
it's an unfortunate death. You really don't want to do that.
So, but they still have this Dorito presence in this little mini race, and they just
dropping the center player.
So Lumberjacks getting some good solid kills here.
Yeah.
But they let Jason fill out into this Dorito one, so a little bit of lacking of zone control there. And now Jason's moving down into Dorito 2.
They really need to lock down this Dorito side so Jason can't do what he just did, and I think they've got the right move. Because they've managed to get someone to their side of the snake. If Jason's not careful, he's going to get pieced up.
Oh, and Jason shoots out the center player for Lumberjacks.
He's doing absolutely brilliant work these last 2 points.
Oh.
And he falls into the bunker.
He's hugging the bunker. He's just
Yeah,
relaxing, and then he's getting
a collision with Ellie. She brushes it off like it's nothing. The Lumberjacks player shoots into the snake,
that was
collecting
huge.
the body before then getting shot off.
He was in their side of the Dorito. He just needed to chill there.
Wow.
But he did peel off a few of them before dying. So
Yeah, brilliant work.
great work from the Lumberjacks. That point was back and forth. It was quite interesting.
Crazy. Yeah. Jason did what he could.
Yeah, he did well.
But them getting onto their side of the snake, that drew a lot of guns on that snake
30
side.
seconds.
And then the Lumberjacks player playing off the chaos
Yeah.
of Jason falling into that bunker and then just piecing up 2 or 3 before then walking off himself. Brilliant work.
20 seconds.
Lovely game.
All right, so PBHQ really need to get a point now. Going down 3
Yeah, that's tough.
will be brutal. So let's hope they can figure out where they're going wrong, make those adjustments, and get a point on the board.
Game on.
They're sending it wide out Dorito way and Snake way, and they're 5 alive. So that's a good start. Making it through blasts, guns off the breakers, not an easy job. Now PBHQ filling up into the center brick, but they lose their Snake 2 player. So
Brutal.
unlucky for Daniel Wilson there. Blast up in the Snake 2 now as well. He's starting to wrap, trying to get those kills. And he does. He gets... Oh, it might be... I don't know if that was from the Snake player or if that was from these 2 Dorito players for Blast, because they're coming down the Doritos now too. So full court press for a Blast right now. Attack coming from all angles. So it's just, I think it's just a center player left for PBHQ.
And they switched Will over to this Dorito side. He's going to feast and just...
Oh!
Will gets penalised for a shot on him somewhere from behind. Not ideal, but Blast had plenty of bodies to work with, so still 2 alive. They'll walk this one in.
So yeah, nothing gets past Tim the Falcon. He just sees everything. He saw one of my own the other day. I ran out wide. We had to get, I think it was 23 seconds to score 1 point to make it a win instead of a tie. So I went out wide, felt something bounce on what I thought was a bounce on my arm. I went to check it because the sun was glaring so much. I thought I was clean, but then Tim comes around and he's like, "No, mate, that's actually a hit." Pulls a penalty on me. So
pulls me off as well.
Yeah, Tim's one of our top-notch refs. Like nothing gets past him.
Yeah. Him and Ellie are quite the duo.
Yeah. And that's what we want. We want refs that actually call the right penalties and
especially in those tough points, right? In those tough moments, 23 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Everything counts.
Exactly. And just like a ref that is willing to run in fast, check that player.
Like Captain America.
Yeah.
Concede.
So yeah, we appreciate all our refs, especially Tim and Captain America and
Mad
Dog
Dog.
and
Mad Dog, Bulldog.
Where did Bulldog come from?
English Bulldog.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
And If he's not a bulldog on that field, I don't know who is. He goes charging around. Fee fi fo fum, here comes Ian, the big Englishman.
10 seconds.
Alright, so see if KC Ripple can answer. Lumberjacks up by 1. Still 6 minutes 32 game time. Lumberjacks sending it into Snake 2 off the break. Oh, and KC Ripple's center player is asking for a check. And he's gone. So good shooting off the break, shooting that center player by the Lumberjacks. I'm not sure who would have shot him.
Alright, so Lumberjacks filling into the Snake 1, right behind their Snake 2. Brilliant work, that's the right move, and then getting a centre presence to watch down on that Snake. Oh, but they lose their Snake 1 player.
Yeah, but they shoot Jason Newport, which is a huge kill.
Huge kill. So they've got, now the threat on the Dorito side has stemmed a little bit. It'll be interesting to see now. Oh, but they lose their centre presence. Who was that?
I've got no idea.
Did he shoot himself?
I hope not.
Okay, so KC Ripple now given an opportunity. Well, they've kind of created the opportunity for themselves. We'll see.
Yep, right
That's a bit of
move,
attrition.
filling out the Dorito way. He's got no pressure on him, so he's got this whole Dorito side to himself.
Yeah. Is it a 3-on-3 at the moment? Wow, he's on their side of the Snake. So
Yeah, he
their Snake
sent it.
players aggression. Oh, but Xander comes
Yes,
up. and he's
Xander.
gonna take
That
him.
was the play, Xander. Good job.
Wow.
Good
Brilliant
read.
read from Xander. Tough for the hard work that the Lumberjacks put in to get there. And then Casey filling the Snake.
Oh,
Ian, the Mad
no.
Dog, Bulldog, pulls off the KC player. This is a back and forth point. Me, oh my.
Come on, Xander. So what is it?
Lumberjacks
2-on-2?
doing a bit of containment on that Dorito side. He's rolling his gun down that side. Xander's looking to work up the middle and feast. He doesn't know that there's not a Snake side. There's only someone in the entry bunker to the Snake. So Xander, I think he knows that now.
Come on, boys.
This Casey Ripple player on the Dorito side. He's drawing a gun, which gives Xander the opportunity.
So the Lumberjacks are in both of these towers. When they just shoot the Dorito tower. Oh, yeah.
Xander.
Good close.
Yeah, brilliant work.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Yeah.
Yeah. He was shot.
Yeah, good work from the young boys of KC Ripple. Xander, I'm not sure. Is that Nigel?
I don't know.
Nigel, he usually plays on CZ Factory. But I think he's guesting. I'm pretty sure he's guesting for the KC Ripple guys.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Whoever it is, brilliant work from them
20
both.
seconds.
That was anyone's point. At a few stages during that. That was very impressive.
Yeah, this game with KC Ripple and Lumberjacks is really going back and forth.
Survivability is key in any game. So we'll see for PBHQ. They've been losing a lot of bodies, unfortunately, unnecessarily. So let's see what they do. Watching Blast, see where their lanes are. They're 4 guns up.
Oh my God, Jake.
Sending it onto their side of the field in the centre.
And he smokes their Snake player.
Smokes his Snake player. And now if he just goes around and collects the centre player,
Do it.
he's going to get a 2.
Go and get him and then stay alive. And he
stays alive.
What a play.
monster from Jake Hodaki. Wheeling and deeing up on their side of the centre.
He just needs his team to come and help him out now.
That's right. If he just stays alive,
He just got a bit too excited.
Yeah,
which
but
is
hey.
it's hard not to.
he done his job. He runs off the field full of juice, as he should. The rest of his team now are given the opportunity. Let's see if they can make the most of it. This Dorito side.
Yeah, good job, Daniel Wilson, running it in, pushing that buzzer. That was the point. If they lost that point, they would have been mercied. So, awesome work getting that point.
I mean,
Keeping the game alive.
you know what they say about that biscuit, mate, is you've got to risk it if you want it. And Jake, he took that and he ran with it. Getting up to that centre, wreaking havoc. Blast didn't know what was happening, and by the time they did, it was too late. 2 of them were gone. Jake was having a party, and Dan was running that point in. So well done on the unorthodox but well-timed push from PBHQ.
And good job just slowly wrapping around, getting that
That's
guy
right.
in front of them, and then coming back and staying alive.
How easy is it to get all excited and get carried away in those moments and send it? But no, Jake, well composed. Yeah. Top shelf. Put that on your
20
Instagram,
seconds.
mate.
All right, let's see what happens in this interesting match.
10
It's been
seconds.
back and forth this whole time. So it's 2 apiece now. Still 4 minutes game time.
Game on.
So Casey Ripple sending it up the center, but going short both sides. So they're not in the snake and they're not in the Doritos just yet.
So more conservative breakout for them, just
but
up
they
for 5 alive.
They shoot the Lumberjacks snake player. So I think that must have been the guy in the center shooting that snake player. Oh no, they lose. Casey Ripple lose their center player, so it's 4-on-4 paintball. No one's really wide on either team, so it's pretty interesting. But Lumberjacks filling in. Oh, but he gets shot.
Oh,
So the guy filling in for the Lumberjacks into that Dorito wedge gets shot by.
probably Xander.
Yeah, would have been Xander.
He's looking
yeah.
Dorito ways
so,
from that tower on the Cali. The Snakeside Tower.
yeah, so Xander, the hero of the last point,
Yeah.
doing some good zone control.
Back centre catching a bounce, and it seals the deal. So he's walking off for Casey Ripple. It's a real back and forth game. I think we're 3-on-3 at the moment, are we?
So yep,
blue
3 for
side.
Casey Ripple. He's just dove into the snake
They
too.
make the first move up into that snake too, so this Dorito player is going to want to be careful. because
Oh, and he
can get
smokes
pieced
the
up.
Dorito player.
We've
Good
got a
job.
good view from here, team. We know what happens, how it works, and he makes it happen from the snake side. So now he's putting pressure on the snake 1 for Lumberjacks.
So
Xander gets shot out of
No.
the tower, which is a huge kill for the Lumberjacks.
2 on 2.
apiece.
2 on 2. But Casey Ripple's way better field position.
Yeah, so Jason being on this Dorito side, he feasts. So he's going to head down.
These two need
no
to
guns
connect.
on him right now. Now he's looking to find him, and he's going to get clear,
Yeah.
which
So,
he does. He had
Lumber-
no idea where he was. That was the wrong move.
Lumberjacks just not connecting, and they're standing right next to each other. They should have had the.
Concede. Concede.
They should have been
Point approved.
speaking at least crossing up.
Yeah.
Um,
No gun on Jason.
so Jason Newport's pretty stoked with that point, so he should be.
30 seconds.
Solid point. Solid
brilliant
point from
work.
Casey Ripple.
They're not making it easy. No one's making it easy for each other. But
So,
Casey
yeah.
Ripple just closing out well.
20
I think that's
seconds.
the first time Casey Ripple has the lead in this match, so good job.
10 seconds.
Alright, so PBHQ Blast. PBHQ still need to get a few more points. Still got the time to do it, so let's see if they can make it happen with maybe sending Jake up the middle again, and they send Jake up the middle again. Let's see what he does.
He stops it to China this time.
Oh,
Will's getting quite a bit of heat in that snake 2 right now from Jake. Jake is just pouring it in there, making sure Will can't do anything. But he's going to stay composed. He's going to just relax and wait till that gun drops, and then he's going to look to get his shot. Nothing happening down the Dorito side. Not a lot of guns firing.
here we go. So PBHQ coming down into the Dorito 2. He's looking like he's wanting to keep going. But she should, because the only person really... Oh, the snake shoots him. So good crossfield shot. I'm pretty sure that was from...
That was from Will over
Yeah.
the snake 2, yeah.
But, Blast lose their Dorito player as well. So that could have been from PBHQ's snake.
Yeah.
Blast filling out into that snake 1. So they got the snake 1, snake 2 punch happening. So do PBHQ though. It's very similar field position. Oh. Is that 3-on-4? I think
it
it's
might be.
3-on-4.
Yeah, so
And-
Jake recognises that and tries to fill over the
Yeah,
Dorito side,
good.
which he does.
Good job.
Great move, great read. He's going to need to be careful though because of that snake too.
Yeah.
That's the real threat, and Will's just posted on
he
it.
got a bounce. Oh no, he got... Oh, so they lose Jake. That's a massive kill for Blast there.
Yeah.
But they shoot another Blast player, so it's a 3-on-2 right now, but both PBHQ guys are in the snake, which is pretty brutal, pretty tough. Not the easiest of position to survive out of, especially when Blast the white on this Dorito side.
Yeah. So Marcel in the snake won.
But Blast has no idea that this Dorito side's clear, I don't think. Will still just posted on it. Oh, and Vince is trying to shoot this snake one, and
instead gets shot.
So it's a 2-on-1. Let's see if this PBHQ guy can smoke it. These two Blast guys have no idea where this guy even is. So real, just lacking on the comms from Blast.
Yeah, they need to do a bit of recon right now. Figure out where the body is.
Oh, but Tim the Falcon's going in for a paint check on the center player.
For a second, the Bulldog is called.
Oh!
And he releases!
Oh!
He's gonna catch.
Oh, he
misses the guy in front of him.
How did he not see him?
What a mental
He would have
play.
just won that point.
He had him. Will was looking the complete other way.
That's
Posted on the
insane.
Dorito side.
He just ran straight past Will and didn't even see him.
The exact
Look at
right
this.
move.
He's so upset with himself.
That'll keep me up that night. You'll watch that one.
I don't think I'd want to watch that one.
Yeah, he
might. Alright.
Stop.
I'll try and forget that as soon as possible.
But Will thinking his lucky stars. Life flashed before his eyes.
Well, no, it didn't because he had his back the other way. He didn't even know what was going on.
Oh, wow. He turns around and yeah, man. What a crazy scenario that would have been to be in.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Awesome work.
Hang on, try and get that camera fixed.
Yo, you stopped the game, eh? So...
Here's KC Ripple. KC Ripple up 1. 2 minutes 10 game time, so we're going to need a couple fast points from Lumberjacks. Still quite a bit of time to make it happen, but they need to be a little bit on the gas here.
They're 5 alive, which is a great start to the point for both sides. Everyone's rolling their guns, getting the zone control, not making it easy for anyone.
Oh, and Lumberjacks are now in the Snake 50. Looking to go onto their side of the snake,
So
and they
if he
do.
can stay alive, he's going to piece up Xander, collect a few pod packs.
Just
He
stay
really
alive,
needs
Xander.
to stay alive.
Xander, just stay alive.
Xander living on the edge of his bunker now, living behind his gun.
Oh, and the Lumberjack guy's telling Bulldog that he shot Xander, I think. So Bulldog's
going to
coming
come in.
Bulldog's like, nah, you didn't shoot him.
Yeah, Bulldog's not one to run in and check a player close and personal.
So-
Lumberjack's dropping 2 players, getting
And
pitched up
so
on the snake.
do KC Ripple though.
Wow. So again, a back and forth point. We've got 2...
2 KC, 1 KC Ripple guy left, I think.
60 seconds.
Oh no, we got a KC Ripple on a Dreader, but he just gets pieced up.
Yeah, so great comms. Oh, and
Oh,
he
he
gets
shoots
pieced up.
one. Stay alive.
It's a 2-on-1. They need to link up. Now he needs to stay where he is.
Yeah, they.
The aggression needs to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, you can get caught out, but they get it done. Quick check. 28 seconds to go. Hit the buzzer, tie it up. And
Oh,
three
this is
apiece.
interesting.
What a game. Wow. That aggression up the snake.
Yeah, they got there and then I don't know.
They didn't manage to collect many bodies for being in
Nah.
the side of the snake. Everyone
crazy.
chucked in. I mean, he said he got Xander. Xander dove onto the other side of his bunker. The bulldog comes in, stares from afar, not like he's going to see much from there. Wow. Hey. The paintball gods, at the end of the day, they have their way, and they did. We're in X-Ball now, so it's going to be 2 minutes before they get back out on the field with the other game ending. PBHQ, though, standing around like they about want to come back out on the field. Marcel standing there,
Oh, they just got told.
and Ian, I don't know what that hand gesture was from Ian, but he told them to do something and they walked off. So it is X-Ball, it is Lumberjacks and Casey Ripple. They have 20 seconds to get it done.
Yeah, let's watch them send it.
We'll see who wore their business socks this morning. So love to see it from our Aussies, from our friends from over the ditch. Missing their red-headed friend, the doctor, the other lady that was on their squad that did brilliantly at the last event. They've brought over one of them, one of their ladies, and she's done very well. We love to see it. We want more of it.
30 seconds.
I thought Dave was going to go and clean that camera.
20 seconds.
Oh, after the game.
Alright, so 15 seconds, we're going to be getting back into this absolute nail biter. Get on the edge of your seat, hold on
10
tight.
seconds.
We're about to see the Casey Ripple breakout. And we're going to see what they do with the 10 seconds, the 27 seconds they've got.
Well, both teams need to send it. So this will be interesting. Both teams in the centre, a brick. Casey Ripple running and gunning into that snake too, which is impressive to stay alive doing that. And then, big play down the
And
Doritos from the
Doritos
Lumberjacks.
side.
And he's
They're
still
gonna get
alive.
it. They're gonna get it. Wow.
Good job from the Lumberjacks. Holy.
If I was drawing up a plate like now after the fact, yes, he looks up, Hayes looks up at the camera, gives us a nod as he should. If I was to draw up a play after that point, I'd say, of course, you'd send it down the Dorito side. You know, like
Because-
they had no idea. They were all looking snake way. That's where all the points have been won and lost.
Yeah.
And just piece them up in the back. Bing, bop, boom, bing, as Kendrick once said. Oh, well done to the Lumberjacks.
Yeah,
Clutch.
awesome. Awesome win from the
Leaving 8
Lumberjacks.
seconds on the clock, giving Casey Ripple
They'll play this
some
one, I'd
false
say.
hope. No idea, sorry, Dave. No idea.
Alright, so Lumberjacks getting that point.
10 seconds.
They're still going to play this 8-second point, but unless there's some kind of major penalty that's swing points, something, or.
Yeah.
But it looks
10
like
seconds.
Casey Ripple don't have any pod packs on, so they're looking to send it. So this will be interesting.
Green light.
Yeah, just everyone's sending it up the middle. 3 people running through the middle for Casey Ripple.
Oh, he's.
Game time finished.
Alright,
Stop.
they went out.
Is Tim the Falcon going to call a penalty? No, he's calling an end of game emphatically.
Yeah, good job, Lumberjacks.
It's a common mistake is thinking that you need to have everybody run up the field to hit the buzzer. Really, you only need 1 or 2, and you need guns up, shooting accurate, not just running madly, shooting and praying.
It was a Hail Mary at the end
It
of
was
the day.
always a Hail Mary. But there's a little bit of science behind the chaos.
Yeah, that is right. So our next set, who we got? It looks like Expendables versus BU. So this will be really interesting.
It was BU, what a game!
And I don't know who else is on set with Boom.
We haven't had a chance to be up here for many Expendables and BU games, so this is gonna be good. The boys are both going to be wanting to turn it on for this one. What was this the last event? This was the finals. Was it BU versus Expendables?
No. It was Casey Ripple versus Expendables final.
That's right. But it felt like it was the final.
Look how
that's
many
for sure.
BU boys are over there. Holy moly, they got a small army of BU players.
An absolute swarm of BU players. They bring an army, and they sure do come for a fight. Swap the camera, hun, for a second. So just on your screen, we're joined now by Dave Hopkins, doing what he can. He's
Maybe
it's a
let
bit
him
of a thankless,
tell him it's not quite clean yet.
it's a bit of a thankless job.
Yell out to him. Yell
What
out to him.
our Dave does. People don't know what he does, but here you're seeing front and centre the work this man puts in to make sure we have a great event. We're gonna Blake's
Nah, he's
trying
already
to bait him
later.
in. No, that's right. Let's use this video as well. No, yeah. Blake was just trying to bait him in just so we could see his beautiful face working hard one more time. He's an absolute slave for this field, to this game, to these players. He does what he can to give us the best event possible.
Never mind. Every time I see that red light on the mic, I think it's muted.
So thank you, Dave, for such a thankless job. Thank you, Dave. We're sending out Andrew to get a spin. No, maybe he's just a bit eager.
They should send Andrew out. He's a pretty
He's a
solid
decent player.
weapon.
Yeah.
He's a solid attacker. He loves sending it.
No, they've got a deep roster too, right? So that's the hard part. Is not only do they have the numbers, but they've got the depth. So trying to get game time, you can be an absolute stallion and ride that bench for a good part of a tournament. We're seeing Jesse here. You might confuse him with a Mexicano, but he is. That's Jesse from Sydney, dating Sydney from New York. He is just getting us a last minute eyeball on the field.
Yo!
Just figuring out what lanes are and aren't there after we kind of straightened everything up this morning. Making sure his game plan's solid, not putting anything to chance.
And how thankful are we that there's no win today? Holy.
Yeah, that definitely made things interesting, not in a good way yesterday.
Yeah. It was not fun. No matter how many times we pushed bunkers back in between points,
5 minutes later.
even 5 seconds later,
Yeah.
sometimes with how windy it was, they'll just be out of place again. So
Yeah.
we're really happy that it's not windy today. Let's go to camera 4. So, Expendables,
Also,
little
Serge
huddle.
Expendables. Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh.
Mate. Still a good game. Still a good game.
Let's see. Let's see how Expendables do against Serge. I would put my money on Expendables, but
Serge have strong guns though, right? They
yeah, they do. But I don't know. My
Yeah.
money's on Expendables.
Yeah.
I'm probably just a little bit biased, but
Yeah, you're pretty safe. Your money's pretty safe, but
we are looking forward to Serge Blast on the other hand.
so Serge doing a little team huddle here, getting the boys hyped.
Yeah, I really don't want to see a team huddle from Expendables. They don't have a great name for a 1, 2, 3 Expendables. It doesn't roll off the tongue so well.
Yeah, but Davey being Davey, he
Davey.
says unbelievable.
Yeah, you don't understand half what he says, so it's pretty par for the course. But let's see what happens here. with our boys. We're going to watch the Serge breakout here
20 seconds.
with that sun looking to come up over that horizon now. Enjoy it while you can, boys, while it's still behind the clouds.
They look so sick. Looks like the
10
heavens are
seconds.
shining down on
Yeah,
us.
friendly fielding, really putting it on for us on our Sunday. The day that counts.
Alright. So we're watching Serge breakout here.
Game on.
Going snake 2 off the break and up to the center. But
losing
they
a body on the Dorito side.
and so does Expendables lose a body on a Dorito and snake side. So 3-on-4 paintball in favor of Serge. Oh, but Serge losing 2 as well, so it's 3-on-3 now.
Oh, and then losing their back centre.
Oh, but then Jared Hands goes, so it's 2-on-2 paintball right now.
So they need to pick up. The Expendables don't know where. Mo doesn't know where he is, and he's going to get pieced up right now from. Stacey is gonna.
Oh yes, good zone control from that back
from
center
the back
player.
centre, watching over Mo like a guardian angel.
That was huge.
That was huge. Mo was ripe for the picking, and now
Come on, Mo, shoot this guy.
he's doing what he can. He shoots
Yeah.
him in the back. Killed
Also,
it.
yeah,
Snake.
awesome work. Is that Kai? Is it?
That's Kai.
Yeah, good job from Kai picking up that guy, running down on Mo. Because Kai was really looking both ways, and he just managed to pick up that guy at the right time. So that was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, brilliant work. They're very generous in Perth. They give out all sorts of treats, and him having an absolute feast from that back centre. We love to see it. Great execution from our 2 Aussies on the mongrel squad that is the Expendables, getting it done. Down a body for most of that point, but not being phased.
8,
Yeah, good composure.
Absolutely shafting the Surge squad.
So this is BU versus who then? Who are they facing?
BU v Sharks. Capital City Sharks.
30 seconds.
This will be an interesting match.
Yep. Charging out, we've got Michael, who usually gets in that
20
back centre,
seconds.
gives out commands. Phil, that launches into that snake. Sydney, that stalks up the Dorito side. And they've decided to
10
sit their
seconds.
rookie, Chad. That's Chad, knew his name the whole time.
Let's see now, watching the BU breakout. We're not scouting at all.
Game on.
Snake 2 off the break, Dorito 1 off the break for BU.
So they take a bite on both sides, running through some open lanes on either side, but surviving it. So getting some pretty good field spread. Sharks not having much field spread. They've got a Dorito presence, but with the Snake 2 for the BU team, they're going to be able to hold down that zone. He is looking snake side, making sure to keep Phil out of that snake.
There's nothing really stopping this BU player just getting on his belly and just going around,
Yeah. No, he's got.
right? Or can someone shoot him? That I thought he could get, if no one was on his table, I thought he could just
No,
get on
there's
his belly.
the Kelly's shooting. Oh, well, he can shoot down if he stands up, but I think it's Zark that's there in the insert bunker into the Viper, and he's.
Oh no, BU's got a penalty on their snake player.
That is the last thing they need right now. And Liam making the right move at the right time, gets out to that corner to make sure that they maintain the spread of the field so that they can do the best they can with the chaos.
That was pretty impressive by Liam, diving into that snake corner bunker while his player was still pretty much in the bunker.
Perfect timing, great. There's a lot of, a lot of players will drop their lane because they don't want to shoot the ref.
Yeah.
So Liam's slipping and sliding into that little space. We've got them pushing, now BU's pushing up the Dorito side, taking a bite. And they shoot out the snake player for Sharks. So it looks like it's a 3-on-3 now. In pretty similar bunkers. It'll be interesting to see, Liam's the island right now. Oh, it's
And
four for the Sharks. Sorry, that player wasn't doing much. Yes, I love the comms we're hearing from BU. They're figuring out where everyone is. So they can get the kill count, they can understand what they need to do, what risks they need to take and what they don't.
And then you see the opposite from the Sharks. They're not really communicating that much.
And they're not shooting their guns a lot either. They're up on bodies. They've only dropped one body. There we go. There's a little bit of communication between Phil and Mike, the two senior players on the team.
Yeah, now they're starting to talk.
Yeah, now they're starting to chirp.
Oh, and they lose their Dorito
right.
presence.
So BU just looking to be a bit more surgical.
3-on-3 now.
Taking out Sydney. Yeah, figuring out where everyone is. Understanding now that there's a home in a corner. Yeah, so Andrew relaying that over to Liam. What you'll see here from the BU players, the players.
So for the Sharks right now, they have a snake 1 and a back centre.
That's all. BU are up on bodies right now, but they think there's a presence
No,
on the Dorito
so
side.
Sharks also have this Dorito mini race. You just can't see
they?
him. Yeah, if you look
he's
on,
just posted. He's just posted on
waiting.
the snake side.
Yeah, he's waiting for the snake move,
Right.
which isn't going to happen because Liam's an island.
No, Liam's playing the island right now.
The ball is in these 2 Dorito players for BU.
Yeah,
To make
Andrew
something
takes
happen.
a bite up into that mini race, so he's
Now they figured out there's a snake 1. Now
and
Liam's
Liam
matching
dives
him
into
in
the snake. So he's going to need to be careful because that Sharks player has kind of taken himself out of the game to just opt and point his gun towards the snake side.
Yeah, now Liam's just trying to win this gun battle with the snake 1 player, but the snake 1 player for Sharks isn't really giving him much
no.
to shoot at.
Andrew takes a bite up to the center wedge on the Dorito side, drawing the guns of Phil. Phil looking to get up to that snake too,
interesting.
which is if he can get there alive and stay alive,
Just stay on that Dorito cross.
he's going to be able to piece up. That snake 2 is a dangerous place.
Oh, and then Liam matches him in the snake
and
2.
he shoots out BU player from the corner.
So it's a 3-on-2 right now. I don't think they... Liam shoots out the mini race. Good shot.
So a back center and a snake 2.
And Liam sending it.
Liam's going to catch Phil right now. And
He's
he
going to
does
catch
clean.
both of them.
And Michael's going to do his best.
Oh, yes. Good shooting by Liam. Awesome play by Liam there.
Yeah, textbook from Liam.
Awesome comms from Andrew.
Yeah, absolute legends.
Roger.
Roger, rubber ducky. Well done, Andrew and Liam. And the Dorito player. He pieced up a few players. Yeah, excellent closeout. That's exactly what
How
you
long
want
was
to
that
see.
point though? I don't even look.
Yeah, we dropped about half the time of that game. But that was the right move from BU, right? Just opting to be a bit more surgical, patient, and just make the point count.
Yeah.
And Sharks just exposing themselves, not really communicating too well, and just playing some interesting roles. Heading into now Serge Expendables.
Watching Expendables break out. Let's see if Serge has an answer for them or if they're just going to lose another point. Setting it double snake, but losing their Dorito tail for Serge.
Yeah, Expendables being 5 alive.
Oh, and they lose their snake 1 player for Serge. So 5-on-3 paintball now for Expendables, and they just lose their center player. So 5-on-2 already. So amazing shooting from Expendables early on in this point.
Who was it that shot that center?
Maybe the snake 1, I'm not sure. I don't know if the snake 1 can shoot him though.
Crazy.
Unless he was playing big over the top, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought he was tucked in, but we'll see.
So this is Lockie, I believe, coming down the Doritos.
Yeah.
For Expendables.
Yeah. Donning the gazelles. Yeah.
Yeah, just clean up that last snake player, and they're gonna towel it before, save him some pain.
Yeah.
Good concession there. Probably could have happened a little bit sooner, but they saved their player a couple of welts, which is nice though.
Yeah, and he's the player for Serge that's been playing the snake pretty actively this tournament. He's an Immortal Knights player previously.
Oh right.
But now been picked up by Serge.
with the Immortal Knights not coming into this tournament. So
Yeah.
great to see. We've got our Uruguayan looking over at the scoreboard. What's his name?
Diego
Diego.
Cortines.
An absolute legend of the game.
Yeah, he's one of those people that just lifts your energy up when
he
you're
has a
around him.
presence. He's all about the mojo. He brings it in bucket loads. He's going to look to go snake ways, an absolute threat on that side. So it's going to be interesting to see the difference in game style and play as BU have shifted their roster. Going now into the second point with 5 minutes left on it. Sharks going to want to tighten up a few things. Let's see what we do.
Oh, so both teams sending it wide on the Dorito, but a bit more of a push from the Sharks.
Yeah, so Sydney makes it through that lane to get into the Dorito 2 off the break, which is a big bite.
That's impressive.
Manages to get through the guns, which is good work. So a great spread for BU though. They've got someone on the 2 on the Dorito side. Diego's doing a little bit of recon, poking his head around,
Yeah, so 5 on. Oh no, the Sharks lose one.
and decides to do a tactical retreat so that he can get into the Snake 1 insert.
So I think it's 5 on 4 in favour of BU.
His BU, so
BU's got a
BU's on
snake
their
first.
side of the snake
Yeah.
now. And Diego enters in to get into that Snake 1 to support him with that 1-2 punch.
Yeah, he's going to pop up into their side of the snake any minute now and start popping up and shooting some players, hopefully.
Yeah. And Zark's going to struggle to stay alive here in that tower. Which we're going to see him probably get shot in the pack. The Utah gets shot out. On
So the
very side.
same player gets another penalty from BU. This snake player,
So yellow
I don't
is
know.
Diego is pulled. They lose their whole snake side. Of course,
That's
Liam
rough.
falls over. He knows.
That is rough. The same player 2 points in a row getting a penalty. Need to wheel him in and...
Oh, and the ref is reaching for a red. No, okay, there might have been a bit of chirping on the side. Liam running on his feet to the snake.
Liam's,
50.
yeah, Liam's filling into that same spot where the damage was done.
Wow, a high risk move. He's gonna need to watch out for that snake side tower. He just needs to roll his gun in that direction and keep the pressure on. He's bobbing up and down. It's not really
Oh,
the...
yeah. Unlucky.
Liam
Just doing a
gets shot
little
out.
bit too much by Liam, but now it's just down to this one Dorito player. Is that Andrew?
It's Andrew. I can tell by his gun.
Yeah, so Andrew Thomas, last player alive for BU
Yeah.
in this Dorito 2. He doesn't need to do too much, he just needs to kill the time. If he can just kill the time... No, what are you doing? You don't need to attack.
It's a 1-on-3.
He just...
And now he's
Yeah,
put himself, that was the wrong move as far as burning off clock. But
yeah.
again, with it inevitably going to do a 1 point to each team, you want as much time as you can to kind of work with.
2 minutes 30, plenty. Someone will be able to get business done.
30 seconds.
Let's see who brought their business socks. So Expendables, quite convincingly sitting at 2-0, with Serge needing to now make the move, take the bites, and get it done. It'll be interesting to see what they opt for. Their typical snake player has been playing on the Dorito side with the red
10
beanie.
seconds.
So we'll see what threats they can bring out for this crucial point.
Yeah, definitely don't want to lose this one. Oh, and they're sending it up into the side of the field on the middle.
So Stacey looking to piece up Lockie. Lockie
He's not letting him breathe.
sleeping on that bunker.
Oh. Oh, come on.
Stacey.
Get someone, shoot someone. Wow, way to be, Lockie.
Lockie couldn't have been buried in that bunker.
And then he shoots the snake player right after. So
If it was a
awesome.
grave. Wow.
Awesome work by Lockie there.
He calls back the quick kill too.
Is he going to shoot someone else? I think he just shot the Utah. So Lockie's murdering people. Absolutely dominant.
Absolute slaughter fest from Lockie.
Is he going to get a fourth? Is he going to get a fourth?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
He's
It's just,
drawing guns, so you don't want to see him over battle either. So, I mean, you've done your job, Lockie.
It's just the Dorito player left now for Serge.
Yeah, let's see the Expendables move up on the snake
Come on,
side.
get this last guy, Lockie.
Lockie's
Oh!
just horny and wants it.
So awesome, awesome work by Lockie. That was insane.
Stuck in 5th gear, doesn't put the brakes on at all. What a legend.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Those Perth boys, they're too generous, and he was dishing it out with a spade, mate. Bloody good, Christian. Bloody good.
Awesome to watch. So Sharks, BU. 1 apiece. 2 minutes 30 game time.
1 apiece. The Sharks putting a point on the board. That penalty was what did it, right? Is they lost their whole snake side.
That same snake player from the first point.
Yeah,
It's rough.
that's right.
I don't know if it's a pod hit or
20
if he's.
seconds.
I don't think he'd intentionally play on, but
You just don't want to do the same thing twice, and it's
Nah.
cost them. It almost cost them the first point, and it did in that second one. So
yeah.
let's see if they can make the adjustments.
You see if they send that same player out. That would be the interesting thing. And it looks like they are.
Yeah.
So trusting their boy. I'm not sure who it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Is
it's,
that Carlo Kofi?
Yes, that's what his name is. O'Keefe.
O'Keefe. So you're sending him out again. He fills into the snake too. 5-on-5 paintball right now, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any bodies have dropped. Again, BU having the field spread.
Diego making that fill out into the snake corner.
Yeah.
Help
He'll
out
look-
his snake 2 player.
Yeah, as soon as he can get through a gun, you'll look to see him fill into the 1, which he does quite easily, strolling up to that 1, looking then to put pressure in on those snake boys so that his boy can go to work and piece up some Dorito players.
Oh no, and they shoot the Sharks back center player.
He sprints off like he's going to get walked off. Sydney getting pieced up from the Dorito, but managing to stay alive while the ref's in there. BU's Dorito player sends it up to the center.
He should have a shot on that snake tower from there.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's comfortable living for anyone on the Sharks squad right now with their bunkers all rattling. Phil's going to look to get into that snake to try and have some sort of offensive presence potentially.
So 60 seconds remaining in this point. Oh yeah,
so
so
they're
it's
gonna wanna-
looking good for BU now.
Push down this Dorito side. No one's looking at this.
they got
To work with. Oh, and he gets shot.
Oh, good work from the Dorito tower player from Sharks, containing that zone there. But he gets
But he
shot.
gets shot out. So they need to quite quickly put this together with 34 seconds to go and know that they've got this Dorito side to push down. Phil's the only gun that's looking the other way. It's 4-on-2.
So I feel the Sharks right now very unlikely going to win this point. So you just want to hold it
Yeah,
and
cross
go
up.
for the draw right now.
That's right. Cross up, draw down the time, go for the draw.
BU onto their side of the snake.
But BU look like they're quite comfortable just getting the tie point.
Yeah, they're not really pushing the issue,
No.
which is interesting. They must not be aware of the time.
Finish. Game stop.
So the Sharks very happy with a draw. Celebrating like it was a finals win. Interesting. Yeah, okay.
30 seconds.
Not much more to say on that one. But again, BU is a great squad, right? So everyone that plays BU plays to win.
20 seconds.
And a tie is not far from that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd
good
BU?
job. Good job, Sharks. Good job, BU.
Yeah, but BU did look sharp, you know.
Other than the penalties, it was pretty good. So let's go into Serge Expendables. We don't want to see a mercy point. We want to see Serge return the favour. We're going to see the guns up for Expendables. They've got 3 guns up.
Oh, sending it to the Dorito Wedge and to the Snake 2 for Serge. Oh, and then the center 50 player for Expendables. I'm sure he got a shot on that Snake 2 player, but maybe it hit the bunker because the ref's giving him a good look over. So snake 1 now for Expendables. I think that's their only snake presence.
Yeah.
Oh, and the snake 1 shoots the snake 2 for Serge, but that's instantly filled.
By their back centre.
Yeah, so let's see if the snake 1 player for Expendables realizes that there's someone in his tape again.
Yeah, so Kai gets pieced up as he goes up to their side of the
bad death.
centre. Stacey gets shot, but it looks like it might have been a hard bounce. No, he gets called off by the Falcon or Ali. Christian looking to wheel and deal, which he does on the Dorito side. Take it back, that's Mo.
Let's go, Mo. Clean up the point. I think, is that everything? Everyone from Serge.
I think everyone's gone, Bergie. Yeah, so Mo and Kai are just going to figure this out and then walk down the field.
There was a lot of death there, real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be a solid mercy rule point for Expendables.
Yeah, with 3 bodies still alive. Ralph
Still 4 minutes 54 game time. So solid fast points from Expendables, looking really strong.
And they only needed half the amount of time to get the W there. So long as we've got a clean hang here from Mr. Singh,
Point approved. Game finished.
the Dolphin. He's good to go. Well done, Expendables. And back to the drawing board for Serge.
Okay,
Good.
let's just talk.
20 seconds.
So we've got Reavers and Blast.
This will be a good game.
Yeah, we're watching.
Both very evenly matched teams.
We're watching a blast break out.
10 seconds.
Alright, so we've got Blast on the camera. That's the camera that's live.
Game on.
Oh, big breakout to the snake there. Oh, and the Reavers are just coming through the middle.
Straight up the centre. So Blast is going to counter that. He's got one. Is that a trade? No. Yep.
Oh, but he did get shot as well, so it was
He
a
did,
trade.
Blast
Well, there's players coming off everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a chaotic first point.
Yeah, so we got Blast down
Chaos.
here in the Dorito 1 and in the Snake back centre, so they got 3 alive.
And what have we got? 3 alive for Reavers as well. No, 4 alive for the Reavers. You got the you got the Snake Tower, the Snake 1, Snake 2, and the centre brick.
Whoops, and now they're moving down.
Oh,
They're
so
gonna-
he's going past the Snake 50 into Blast side of the field.
Oh,
Well, they've run
so-
straight past each other, the centre and the Dorito
And
player.
they're both run away. Oh,
Passing for
and
he's
he's
out.
out. And he's out. So
Well
the
done,
Reavers
Reavers.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he actually missed the snake shot.
So what have we got now? He's got 2 Blast.
So Reavers.
Oh, so there's one Blast left in the back centre.
2 in the snake for and
Reavers
and
and
it's coming
and
up the
centre.
centre for the Reaver.
Yeah.
So Reavers are 3-on-1 at this point. So
This is looking like a very good point for Reavers. They've got a good field spread as well. I'd like to see that back snake guy probably move out.
He's out.
oh, but I think that's it. I
Yeah.
think that yes, I think they've done enough.
That was a bloodbath.
So
That
it
will
looks
be,
like
uh,
Reavers are going to take that first point.
Base.
Yeah, that was unexpected from the Reavers too. I didn't expect them to blast up like they did.
Yeah, they're playing. Yeah, a lot of their matches yesterday were a lot more conservative from what I've seen. Showing a little bit of aggression early on for a new day.
So they get that point.
Yep.
Which is great.
All clean.
This we're
30 seconds.
unmuted. Yeah.
So we got PBHQ and KC Ripple for the second game in the split. Looking at KC Ripple's breakout.
Game on.
Straight up the centre for KC Ripple. And double stack on the Snake Tower. It's 5 alive for both teams by the looks of it. Is that PBHQ losing their... Oh, they've lost their Snake player. With a quick fill out to that corner.
Oh, they just
So PBHQ got guys dropping off all over. So they've lost their 2 Dorito guys, one of their Snake guys. So this is a 2v5 by the looks of it. Yeah, got a double stack in the centre brick for KC Ripple. You got the Snake Side Wedge, Snake Tower, and the Dorito 2 for KC Ripple. Very good field position, and there we go. Lost the home player for PBHQ. One guy alive in the Snake corner. That's a very tough position to be in. With 5 alive. Oh, KC Ripple dropping one of their centre guys. You got Jason Newport here moving up the Dorito side. There you go. That's. Looks like they might have lost the kill count here, but that is kill 5.
fire.
So the Ripple.
That's a pretty good ripple point.
Concede.
Is that a concession from PBHQ? So that point goes to KC Ripple.
Yeah, it was only over a minute and a half.
KC Ripple are looking really good this event.
30 seconds.
Sorry?
KC Ripple are looking really good this event.
Well, they came second in the last one.
Yeah, because they had Ivan played for you in the
Yeah,
last one,
Ivan
didn't
from
he?
the Titans. Yeah, he played for them.
Yep.
20 seconds.
And they actually took it to the Titans for a draw yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
because
think
they
they
drew
took you
they
guys
drew
to
us
you,
as well,
yeah,
and I
as
think
well.
they drew BU as well, didn't they?
Yes.
10
Yes.
seconds.
So they've been a really tough contender this one. So back on with Blast and Reavers.
Optional Reavers breakout.
Reavers are a point up on this, so let's see how Blast can answer.
Game on.
Aggressive breakout for Blast, straight up the centre and to the Snake 2.
A little bit of a stumble for
Well, we've
that
got
guy, but he gets
we
it
got
saved.
2 sent up to the centre for Reavers, but they've lost one of their guys.
Yeah, that 2 to the centre, that's catching a few teams out.
It
eh?
is, yeah.
It's up to that centre bunker.
I think sending 2 guys, it's pretty easy to get caught out. If you send 1 guy, you're a little bit safer, but you
there's
end up
been-
just pushing each other out when
But
you're
there's
on
been
2.
a few points when they spent on the Titans yesterday. They went through, they killed one in neutral,
Yeah.
but there was actually the other one there that they weren't expecting, and the
They
rest
can
of the
catch
team
you out.
didn't know they were there.
And if you do get set up with 2 players in that centre, you can lock
Yeah.
both the Dorito and the Snake Jar down really, really
So
well.
Reavers lose another player here, and
Blast coming out to get the centre player.
but he reckons
He's calling for a penalty. He's calling for a penalty. He's not going to
The
get
ref
it.
hasn't even gone in.
He's not even- here we
The ref's
go.
coming in now. So if he's actually hit,
That will be a flag because he continued on.
no,
He's
not
clean.
hit. But on the other side of the field,
Big rundown for Reavers.
Reavers ran down but didn't. No, so this is going to be.
Too
This is
little,
going to
too
tie it up.
late for that one.
I think this will tie it up for sure.
Well, there's a good answer for there from Blast.
Concede. 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 Point
And
approved.
that will be a 30.
Thirty seconds.
So 8, 19. So it goes down to 7.
20 seconds.
So yeah, so it's the Reavers. Yeah, the Reavers have actually come out real
Yeah,
hard. which
they
is-
have, yeah, for today. So what do I want? KC Ripple and PBHQ back out.
Yes. Both of these teams need the points. So,
They do, yeah.
Game on.
Huge push up the centre from both teams. 2 players
Wow.
for PBHQ. Oh no, 2
Oh,
for
so
KC Ripple
both-
as well with the
so
late fill.
Double stack both sides. This
Wow.
is interesting.
This
So-
could get very, very aggressive up
If
through
someone
the
can
centre.
get out wide, that could cause a bit of problem. So what do we got here? We got the.
So we got neither
got
teams
one-
wide into the Doritos there, and the Dorito Tower's their widest guys.
KC Ripple have a player in the snake.
Here we go, no snake player.
You have PBHQ. So the snake's actually totally clear for him to go.
So if KC Ripple can pick up on that, they can take a lot of real estate and do a lot of damage control with these 2 centre guys, I reckon.
Yes. And it's really interesting because if you have a look at,
Their widest guy is the juice box on the snake side.
Yeah.
So they're very pocketed PBHQ.
They're
because
full pocket.
their wide guys only at the Dorito side tower and the juice box on the snake side.
he's gone. He's eliminated. And is it going to get a yellow?
He is.
So they're going to pull 2.
Centre guy.
So PBHQ lose 2. So they're down to 3, and it looks like he's. Yep, they lose Jake. So
Also, KC Ripple have just lost their Dorito guy.
but I
The,
don't
Dorito
think
2.
they realised. I don't think Ripple realised what the count
count
is,
is,
because it's
no.
now 4 on 2, and
They're
they're in a real strong position here because
4 on 1.
literally.
Looks like
Yeah, they've worked it out. They're calling it now. So they need to take advantage. Even if someone runs down now and takes out that.
Oh, that was a bit
Well,
of a
they
sloppy
lose. That
call
was
from,
real sloppy. But he's
Yeah,
gonna,
very slow move into that Kansas there.
and no, they're going to go through and take it now.
Nice run through
They
the
worked
centre.
it out. They finally worked it out. So that guy that just got shot from the centre on the sloppy move actually did their team a favour because
drawing that
they
gun.
drew the gun across,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they were
Ace.
they were able to run down uncontested pretty much.
That buzzer didn't work.
Yeah, it did.
No, I did it. I had to manually do it.
Point approved.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got the
Back out with Reavers and Blast. Tied up game, yeah.
yeah.
With 7 minutes game time, which is plenty of
It's
time.
been interesting because the Blast guys normally generally throw a guy into the snake,
Yeah.
but other than that, they're really conservative.
They got some good laners though,
big
don't
guns,
they?
big
Yeah.
guns. But the Reavers have really been belting it out,
Game on.
So Blast going right wide into the Dorito corner.
and they went and into the snake. So
A very, very wide breakout for Blast, which should help them get the angles on Reavers. Because Reavers are looking quite pocketed off the break apart from
yeah,
the snake guy.
they do have the snake.
Mind you, it is very hard to get wide off the break in that Dorito side. There are a few big lanes.
Blast have been able to do it pretty much every
Yeah.
point here with the big, tall, skinny guy. I don't.
So they're already
can't
up.
remember.
They're already up into the Dorito 3 now.
Yeah. So, whoops, and they Reavers lose that centre player.
They're losing their Dorito guy as
Yeah,
well.
the Dorito
So we've got the guy to fill out for him.
So it's 5-on-3.
5 on
He's going
3
to
or
get caught
5?
here by the Dorito guy.
Yeah, way
He was
too
staying so loose,
Way.
the Reavers.
So Reavers, have they only got their snake guy alive and that's it, eh?
That's it. Yeah, so Reavers are down to 1.
Reavers have got 2 on the snake.
Oh, they got two
Oh,
in the
two in
snake.
the snake?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Obviously,
very, very
Blast
tough
aren't
position
aware
to
of it
be
at
holding.
this point. Here we go. He could get caught out here, but the snake guy's picked him up. Did he get through? He got through. So
No, he didn't. No, he's
no,
out.
he's out. No, he's out.
Last snake guy for Reavers.
So there's only one guy left in the snake,
And,
and he's gone. So it looks like Blast are going to take this point. So that's Vince Ripping Krieger who's going to run down and hit the buzzer. He's the only one left, is
Yeah, that's pretty close.
he? Why isn't he hit the buzzer? Oh no, he's going to try and run the time.
He's going to wait for a concession.
Yeah. It's not Vince, it's...
Oh no, they've got another guy coming
Oh
down
no,
the
that's
Dorito
Vince
side now.
coming down there. So they'll just have a meeting up there. So that's just going to wait for the concession, which they get.
Concede. Concede.
That's a full 30.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
Back out with KC Ripple
So,
and PBHQ.
you've travelled all the way from Perth, eh?
Yes. Yep.
So how are you enjoying it?
It's good. A little bit cold over here compared
Yeah.
to Perth,
Yeah.
which has probably been the hardest thing to get used to. But
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a windy day
beautiful.
yesterday, but look at it today. It's
it's magical, and the
perfect
sun's
today.
out.
It's perfect today,
Yeah.
so... Alright, so we got HQ, PBHQ and Ripple. Ripple are up 2-0, so
On the break for Ripple.
Game on.
still plenty of time. But if they do lose this PBHQ, they go into that mercy rule friggin', jingle. And they lose one off the break. So they really want to win this, otherwise the next point's going to be crucial. Because if they lose this one, it'll be 3-0.
It looks like KC Ripple have been quite consistently double stacking this centre.
Yeah, and it seems to be
It's
working.
it's
for
working really well for them. They're locking down both sides
Yeah,
of
it
the field.
looks
It's
like
very
one of the
hard to
guys is
penetrate.
having trouble with his gun. Oh, maybe not. But they're pretty conservative still. They've got
They're very pocketed.
again.
Yeah.
And
So they're losing their first guy for KC Ripple out of the centre there.
yeah, it's weird how they
And
lose.
PBHQ losing their Dorito side tower.
So
So we've got 3 on 4.
so no one in the snake for PBHQ again. Oh,
No,
and
so PBHQ have got their.
oh, sorry,
snake
they
first.
have now. Yeah,
KC Ripple.
yeah, and Ripple lose that other centre guy too. So.
Well, so now it's a 3 on 3.
And they're all in the pocket, so technically, if that snake guy gets his act together, because there's really no one holding him up. There's
No, there's not.
there's no one even looking at him. Like
They've got they do have the snake corner, but
yeah, but he
can't
can't
hit
do
that.
anything.
No,
he can't do anything at the moment. And then
And the snake side tower is only looking at the centre Dorito side.
the other tower, this other tower's looked across now. But if he gets dick in the dirt, and he'll be around there,
Yeah.
and
He'll just
he'll feast.
Yeah, big time.
But it's probably a little bit of inexperience. They are relatively.
They are down 2 points, so KC Ripple can afford to just sit here and roll guns.
Yes.
But realistically, PBHQ do have a lot better field position.
But they're the ones that need to move.
But this home guy, he doesn't need to be there anymore. He should be moving out.
Yeah.
Spreading that
And the
field.
snake guy should be in their snake.
Yeah, they're quite
So-
they're playing stagnant right now.
Mm. So. Don't.
The center guy wants to go. He's looking for that move. Yeah,
here we
looking.
go. He's pretty. Yeah, depends on the.
He can make.
Where's that
move, I
snake
think.
corner guy looking? He's looking. He was looking in, but now he's gone out back onto the tape.
I don't think that snake corner can see.
So
him,
they've
though, 'cause
actually
that
got three,
other bricks in
and
there.
they got 3 guns on the snake side. Oh no, this tower's just switched again, but he can't see him. So this guy on the 50 should move, and the guy
Here we go.
back center's moving.
There we go. He's making that move now.
They actually picked
Oh,
that
so
up.
they've picked up the PBHQ player getting wide into the Doritos.
Jake in the middle on that side now.
Yeah, Jake's in the middle. Oh, but he goes around and gets carved up.
He tried to make the move.
So that's killing it. So yeah. Alright. So the guy's still on snake. Oh no, and they lose him as well. So Casey Ripple did really well here. They've turned that whole match around. They could have been diced.
They could have very well. PBHQ had a much better field position.
Yeah.
But KC Ripple being up on points can afford to sit there behind their bunkers and just roll their guns.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they did, and they waited for PBHQ to run into them.
So Casey Ripple are going to go up 3-0, which
It's
now-
a very, very
now-
comfortable position to be in.
Well, it is now 3-0, and there's like only two and a half minutes left on the clock.
Concede.
So that's a concession. So it'll be
Point
30.
approved.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
that's scary.
It's a hard
'cause-
spot to be in for
well,
PBHQ. 2
PBHQ,
minutes is
they
not a
had
lot of
that.
time to get 3 points.
They had that, so we're back to the Reavers and BOP Blast.
seconds.
So, yeah. So we got like 20 Australians over here at the moment.
Yeah, wow.
I think
there's,
that's including Brandon's bringing
Yeah,
three of his back.
definitely.
With a couple of girlfriends, getting 20 of you guys over to our events is just absolutely awesome for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth the travel and the money on flights to come over here for this sort of event. I mean, the reason that myself and Lockie play a lot in Asia is because it's so cheap to fly there. You know, for us to fly over here is quite expensive, but when you have a event like this, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, well, we do appreciate you guys coming, and
Yeah, definitely.
we're getting a lot of the Sydney guys now, and I think it's and
You can see the scene here building just exponentially.
yeah.
So I think it won't be too long before we'll be getting plenty of more
teams,
guys.
and I mean, we had the Lumberjacks and Waterforce held up all their bags,
Yeah, yep.
and the paintball community here
just pitched in.
just
everyone.
pitched in and gave them,
Exactly.
so they can play, and they played really well yesterday with borrowed gear.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's exactly
So
right.
but anyway, so we should be back to this game. So Reavers are double stacked that big one again, the big centre there, and
They've got the Snake 1, the Snake Side Tower, and I don't think there's anyone in the
But
Dorito
Blaster got
one.
2 on the Snake, so they got
They
Snake
do,
1
yep.
and Snake 2.
And they've got this centre,
It's guy in the centre and
They
the
got
one on the
another
tower,
Dorito.
tall
Yeah.
tower there.
Dorito Tower there.
So they've got 4 alive.
So it's a 4.
And they're coming
44.
through. Oh, the Reaver guy goes through and doesn't do anything, just gets shot. So that's Spikey from Reavers. He decided to.
Unfortunately, that run through, unless you're rolling your gun early at that Snake player,
He mustn't have
He's
been
a lot
aware
more
that the Snake
protected.
player was there.
Yeah.
Was he trying to?
I think with this
don't-
field, you should always be assuming that there is a Snake player in that bunker.
I mean, it looks relatively. I mean, I'm not out there, but it looks relatively easy to get into that Snake.
It is
Most
very,
teams are
yes,
getting in.
yeah.
And then, if you can get dominance in there, you can actually do some serious damage. Eh?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's where a couple of teams are failing. Well, like we saw in that last PBHQ one, he had the whole state,
Yeah,
and he
once
just
you have
stayed,
the
and
whole snake,
he stayed in that one position, and it like, oh, he could have actually, and they end up losing the match.
yeah, because he could
Or
have
the
made a
point,
massive
sorry,
difference.
not the match. They're losing the point, but it put him in that 3-0 merciful issue now. So I think the
This
Reavers guy,
Snake player is
guy's
waiting. He's waiting for this Reavers player to
But
run
he-
through the centre here. He
yeah.
knows he's there.
And yeah, so that's and Blaster ahead, so they can afford to sit. I mean, still plenty of time, nearly 3 minutes. So they can.
And they're only down 1 point, so Reavers can definitely turn this around.
But Blast can also afford to wait for this guy to
Exactly.
make the mistake, get itchy feet.
And you can see that he wants to go. And if he goes right now, he'll run straight into that snake gun.
Yeah, And the problem the Reavers do have is at some point he's going to have to go
Exactly.
because they are that point.
You
behind.
can't afford to sit there forever.
So the snake guy can just whoop, but
Oh,
however the
Reavers
Reavers
snake
are running.
guy's coming down. Did he
Oh,
get their
and
centre
he
player?
shoots a
Wow.
centre player. So that's made a total difference. So now
Yeah.
they can really put pressure on this guy.
So this snake guy, they can.
Okay, so
there we
now
go.
they need. This is where they need to communicate because they're mutual though, so that's all right. So the Reavers are going to actually go through.
Awesome point there
tie
for
this-
Reavers.
and
Good-
tie
good
this
read.
point up.
Mid play was pretty good with that.
That
Yeah,
was
that
actually
was-
very, very good
Yeah.
because once they caught that,
Concede.
Once they caught that guy out of the
There
centre,
you
that
go.
allowed their snake guy to go and fetch the snake player
Yeah.
for
30 seconds.
KC.
yeah. So yeah, we're trying to entice as many of you guys over as we can.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think we're using the HK level 3 and level 4 paint.
Yeah, the paint's been shooting really,
and
really
it's
well.
been performing really well for
Yeah.
us. And obviously our costs, we try and keep the costs down
Yeah,
as
for
well
sure.
for that. Because we're here to promote paintball, not make truckloads of money, which is a real big thing. All right, so we have Ripple and HQ again. So PBHQ get a pretty big break out there.
Lost one in the middle.
But they did lose the centre guy just then after I said that. So do Ripple though. They lose because they doubled it and they lose one as well. And they lose
Oh,
another
it's a
one
penalty
and
on
get a penalty.
KC.
So they've actually
Wow.
lost. Well, they're down to 2 players now.
Yep.
So PBHQ need to recognise that
Oh,
earlier.
they're throwing a red.
Wow.
And
That's it.
That
They're throwing a red, I would say, and don't quote me on it. But so they won't have enough players to fulfil that penalty. So they're
No.
going to start down.
No, so they had the guy run down the snake side just then.
But he
so
just threw a red, so he should have been pulled on the
He
penalty
should have been.
because they had a yellow and a red. So technically, they shouldn't have enough players to pull that
they got
penalty.
the 1 minute and 50 PBHQ. Yep, there we go, running in for the buzzer.
So I think from what I saw, it was back
should have
chatting the
been.
ref.
Yeah, which they've been big on.
Yep, we're really on trying to clean the game up over in New Zealand, which I mean it didn't need cleaning up, but we're really trying to make it fair for everybody. So every event we sort of target a couple of things.
Yep,
And clean it
and
up.
grow on it. Yeah,
Clean it
exactly.
up. And the players learn real fast because we are right on it.
Yeah.
But as you've probably seen from the webcast, there's very little controversy.
It's been good.
It's
been really, for the most part, a very clean event.
Sorry, I'm blowing the trumpet of our tournament, but it's my little baby, and we've built it up in the last few years since COVID to what it is now.
Exactly.
And we believe it's going to be one of the best events in the world. So.
30 seconds.
All right, so we have Reavers and Blast. So they're tied up, minute 57 to go. So this will be interesting. To be honestly, the Blast have been around for many, many, many years, and the Reavers, this is their first season.
Yes, it is,
They do have
yes.
some old school players.
Yep, I've noticed there are a few players
10 seconds.
from other teams from when I was
Yeah.
last year in October.
And there's guys from my era
Yep.
here.
So that would be Spike, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Spike from my era. And well, he's actually a bit younger than me, but he's up there. And he's there. He is. He's right up into the centre there in the black.
He's been running that centre
Yeah,
this entire
yeah.
game, and he's making it
Yeah.
clean.
And whoops,
So
and they
Reavers
lose one
losing.
again.
Yeah.
It's just playing a little. Oh, and they
both
lose
of
Spikey.
them.
Oh, and Snake as
So
well.
that's
And they
snake
lose the snake.
too.
So what do we got there? They've got one on the snake.
Oh, that's unfortunate for
One in
the
the middle.
Reavers.
So that was real unfortunate. I just think they were playing probably a little bit loose, and
Yeah, definitely. So
so-
that snake too was able to shoot out that second.
yeah, and I think the Dorito guy here getting up to the second Dorito real fast caught him out.
Yes, they definitely weren't expecting it because the way he was wrapped on the
Yeah.
centre on the Dorito side was
Yeah.
his angle was inside.
But not playing this field, I find you can get. It looks like you can get caught out real easy.
Yes.
If you're not right on it, and there's a certain bunkers that I think you just have to presume they're live. And at the moment,
So the snake 2 is definitely one of those
yeah,
ones.
and at the moment there's only Blast that are in there.
So Blast
But-
are making a big move
so
down
Blast-
the Dorito. They're going to eat
yeah,
them.
the Dorito-
He's feasting.
Because they got
He
five.
got one. And there's the
It's a
concession.
concession there. So
Concede. Point approved. One minute.
So yeah, so there's still 48 seconds I think was left on that match. So they still have the Reavers still have an opportunity to tie it up because he can get a quick
definitely.
point. But kind of makes it hard on yourself, doesn't it?
Back out
Unfortunately.
with PBHQ and Casey Ripple.
Yeah, so
PBHQ getting lucky with that last one.
Yeah,
For
the
the penalties on KC really
yeah,
ended
so,
that point pretty quick for
Yeah,
him.
KC should have just. They were in the driving seat.
They were, definitely.
I mean, technically they still are,
20
but
seconds.
I mean, a minute 48, you can get 2 points quite easily. So they just need to get some discipline back. Because are they starting with 4?
10 seconds.
Looks like
No,
they've
they're
got
starting
5.
with
They've got 5
So
out
they
there.
must have enough to pull that red.
Game on.
So up the centre for
Oh,
both
they
teams again.
Double stacking the tower this time. And then now moving out.
Oh, we just have to do the ball. Look like he.
So PBHQ lose 2 quick players.
They've lost out their snake and their second centre guy.
Casey's just lost as well.
So KC have double stacked this centre, which for a team that just needs to sit there and roll guns and preserve, sort of waste a bit of time, it's a really good position to be doing that in.
You probably need to get going.
So unfortunately, PBHQ can't really afford to sit here and wait for KC Ripple because they're not going to go through.
60 seconds.
Right.
1 minute left.
1 minute left, so they're now in penalty zone. If they get a major penalty here, it will be an automatic point reversal because we're under 60 seconds.
Concede.
Because if we get a concession
So
there,
that would have been a concession from PBHQ.
well, I don't think I would have done that at this point in the match because it's given them now. I mean, that's pretty much given it to.
KC Ripple.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much handed it. And I mean, there's a 3-point differential in under a minute. That's not going to happen. So that'll be. Alright, so. Got Blast and Reavers. So Reavers here, we've got 46
This has
seconds
been
to tie
quite
this up. So
been a good match to watch.
So it'll probably be good to watch.
30
You
seconds.
probably, if we watch from the blast end off the break, we could expect to see some Reavers come pouring through the middle of the field because they've only got the 40s. I mean, 46 seconds. They might not off the break. They might sort of break out and then go, but at some point in this 46 seconds, you should if we keep that screen on that we have now, you should expect to see them come and blasting down through
They
the
should
middle.
do, yes.
Um,
And it
because
looks
they're going
like
to have to. Because I'd say Blast will just pull the guns up and sit
they
back.
will. They'll just roll guns.
Yeah.
Game on.
Yeah,
Well, they
so
are going deep for the snake into the snake one.
Yeah, but they are still rolling the guns.
There we go. Here's Spike up through the
Here's
centre.
one coming through now.
He's eaten.
Yeah, and he just gets carved up. Does he actually get anyone? Or
No, it doesn't
now
look
they're
like
coming
he
down
did.
the snake, and they've lost him as well. So they've belted down the snake. They've given it, and there's another one coming through down on the snake side.
And there's another one off for Reavers trying to come down the
The
snake.
problem is they should have done a staggered attack through the middle, which would have been
They
way
should
better
have,
for them.
yes. And I think
Unfortunately, they've wound off so much time now that it's a dead rubber. I think because I don't. It's stalemating. So 6 seconds, and it's not going to happen.
there we go.
That's that. So
I think there this Dorito player waited a bit too long to send. Once that snake player did the rundown and switched those guns over to him, that should have been his point to.
yeah.
That should have been his point to launch as well.
All right. So we're back into this match as well. Casey Ripple, which is 46 seconds. There's no way they're going to get 3 points.
No,
So
I doubt
this
it.
is pretty much a dead
Unless
rubber.
they perform some magic out there.
Yes.
This will be a KC Ripple victory.
So we have Blast.
30 seconds.
So
20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is pretty much going to be a bit of a dead rubber, I'd say. It's, you know, 4-1.
See KC Ripple's breakout.
Game on.
They're just going to sit and roll guns as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like PBHQ have got much
They
hustle.
put 2 up to centre, but KC Ripple didn't even go to centre at this point.
No, they don't
Whereas
need
they've normally
to.
been running 2.
They
So
don't
they're
need to.
just-
They
they're
don't
just-
need to
they're
risk
just
it.
sitting there. And to be honest, the amount of paint they use, and they probably don't even want to shoot their guns.
No.
It'll make the paint bill cheaper at the end of the event.
Exactly.
'Cause, unfortunately,
Anything you can do.
as an event promoter,
Yeah.
I try. It's really hard because we pick these field layouts and we don't know how they're going to go for paint, but we do try and make it so that you
Definitely.
guys don't shoot to keep it avoidable. But unfortunately, on this one,
It has become a.
Casey Ripple are going through.
KC Ripple want that
That's it.
mercy win, do they?
Game
Yeah.
stop.
Well, the thing is, in the last event, it did come down to a countback.
It did,
See,
yeah.
with Reavers and Ballistics unit and Serge.
Yeah.
We're tied, so what happens is then we go back to a head-to-head, and they tied that as well.
Wow.
So we had to go back to a for and against from everything, and it ended up that the Ballistics unit guys won by 1.
And that's on the
That
point.
1
count,
point.
wasn't it?
So what happens is we count up all their losses and
Yep.
all their wins, and then they come up with a total
Yep.
of whoever's
Yeah,
the
for
highest.
sure.
And so we subtract the losses from the wins, and whoever's got the highest total wins. And
Yep.
it was 1 point.
Wow.
And and I was glad it was 1 point, because if that was a draw, I don't know what I was going to do. I was probably going to have to get them to because go out and have a playoff.
Just get them to do one-on-ones.
Yeah, well, that's the thing now. So what we do is if it's in the finals now, if it's a tied point, you go to a one.
You go to overtime.
One 5-minute
Yep.
overtime, and then after that, if that's tied up, we go
One-on-ones.
one-on-ones.
Is that how Tahiti won last time?
No one-on-ones. But
No,
No,
so
not the
we...
one-on-ones, the overtime.
yes.
Do we win in overtime on
I can't
October?
remember.
I can't remember
But-
either.
But this next set is going to be real exciting.
We got
So we've
Titans
got
and Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks and the Titans.
Lumberjacks have been playing really well this
So-
event, which is great to see.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had the hiccup of not having any bags and gear to start the first day
So
of the
they
event,
do have their gear now.
which is good to see.
So effectively,
4 minutes.
yes, it's where are we looking here? So the Lumberjacks have been doing really well. They've only actually lost 1 match. In fact, they're ahead of the Titans on the point. What's that? They.
I think we're all good.
So yeah, the Lumberjacks have actually been doing really, really well at this point. And so the Expendables currently leading with Ballistics unit in second place in the rounds, but both of those guys have played this round 6 game. So the Titans are fourth, and the Lumberjacks are third. But they've still got this round to play, this match to play.
Yep.
So like if the Titans win this match, they'll actually jump into first place.
Yep.
And the Lumberjacks, if they win this
3
match, will
minutes.
jump into first place. So,
Awesome.
so yeah, this will be tight. They would be tied with the Expendables for first if they. Oh no, sorry, and I lied. The Titans would actually jump up into second. But yes,
This will be a great game to watch.
so this is going to be a hard. The Titans.
They're going to want this
I
one.
know that last night they had a massive meeting because
Yep.
they were really disappointed. While they didn't lose anything, they had these clutch points that they should have
Yep.
won, and they end up drawing. So it would be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
See what
to
their
how
answer
they-
is for their second day, because this is their first game today, isn't it?
This is their first
Yep.
match today. So, but we're going way quicker today. Through
Yeah,
the, through
shooting
the rounds,
through-
which
shooting
is
through 'em.
great for us. Yesterday we didn't start the event split deck, and it took 4 hours to get through the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is insane. So
And then when that wind came in
this
as well,
morning-
that made it a bit harder
So
as
we've
well.
been going for an hour and a half this morning, and we're actually onto 1, 2, 3. we're on to our 4th round,
Wow.
and we've been going for an hour and a half. Whereas yesterday it took us 4.5 hours to do 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So unfortunately, because the draws were actually done for a not for a split deck.
Yep.
The Titans yesterday actually ended up having a back-to-back after I changed it, and the Lumberjacks.
That was against us for that second.
Yeah.
Their second on their
Yeah.
back-to-back.
And the Lumberjacks are going to play this, and then they're actually going to come straight back on.
Yep.
It was just too time restraint to change all the draws.
Yes, yeah, big time.
But we have made the decision that from now on, all of our events will be split deck.
Yep. I think as you go, as this event grows and you get more teams and more players coming, sort of dialing in the split deck and getting it as good as possible will be the way.
So,
30 seconds.
yeah. What? Between?
20 seconds.
Okay, sorry, we're just getting confirmation then from the that we're going to have the extra 5-minute break between the next 2 sets just to give the Lumberjacks time to reset.
I think we're on that.
You're on.
So this is we're here Lumberjacks Titans, and then we've got some Lumberjacks afterwards. Yeah. Oh, it's a good idea to scout a little bit from up here.
Right. But just make sure you get back down in time for your,
Yes,
for your
I will.
game. So, all right. So what have we got here?
We've got 5 alive for Lumberjacks.
Titans.
Or is it
that the
4?
Titans doubled up? Was that the Titans that doubled
Oh,
up?
yep.
So that was Brandon Miller and Aiden doubled up that centre for a while.
Yeah, Thomas
So-
got one at Snake out.
Oh, so
So
Snake's
Thomas
clear
Hopkins,
now
he's
for
into
the.
snake. He's into their snake already.
Snake already.
So I know that the Lumberjacks have been really looking forward to this match. They were really disappointed the first event that the Titans actually didn't play.
Yeah, of course.
So
So
the
Thomas
Titans
is
are a
going
bit
to
of a draw.
work on this on their
but the
snake side now.
Titans- Yeah, so Titans,
Shooting out his. So Tom's just
So
shot out their
Tom-
Dorito player.
yeah, Tom's in their snake now.
Feast on players.
So Lumberjacks really need to try and lock
I
that
think
snake
this is
down.
a young
'cause
girl here in the corner that we're watching, is it? They do have a girl playing for them. She plays really well.
She is, yeah. I noticed a lot of the games yesterday. She was last one alive for them.
Yeah,
in
she
a
does a
of their
lot, and I've
points.
seen her pull out some class. So we've got
Yeah.
the Titans running down that Dorito side now.
Hunters looking
So that's
amazing.
snake. That's
So
snake
there's only
one
the
for
two-
Lumberjacks is
They've only
waiting
got the two.
for
They've
him.
only got the snake girl left, is it? Is that it?
There's 2, so now Hunter's going to see if he can piece out one.
So that's Hunter Hopkins coming
Hunter's-
down now, the Doritos, and he shoots out the snake corner. So there's a girl in the snake. So she's got to be really aware now. Yeah, so
there's
the
a
concession
concession
was
on
an
that one.
obvious thing to do. So that was well played by Hunter.
Very good.
Yeah, and he's stepping it up today because his girlfriend Lily's here, and he really wants to impress her. And I mean, it's his first love, so
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty impressive round. Too.
I remember that.
yeah. Hey, I'm 60 and I wish I could remember that. But, I think he had a bit of nerves up yesterday, but he has come out today in the team meeting and said, "Listen, I've got to really concentrate on this."
Yep.
And
He is a fast player, I tell you
he's
what.
very good.
Yeah, that Dorito play is pretty impressive. Let's see what.
Okay, Ballistics unit and Serge.
Surge breakout.
So.
They sent 2 snake. One straight up.
Ballistics sent one to the 2 to the snake as well, so they got 2 in the
Mirroring.
snake.
So BU, they're both. So they mirrored up in the centre here for both BU and Serge.
Yeah.
It's actually a perfect mirror to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is too. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it's the rest walking
So
in, walking
Snake
in.
2's out for
Yeah,
BU.
walking in. So BU loses their first snake player. So it's 5-on-4 advantage to Ballistics unit. Sorry, to Serge. Serge had down one of their players. Unfortunately, he fell off his mountain bike and broke his arm.
Surge have really good field position here. They're in the Dorito
And the
2
guy here,
tower.
the guy in the centre, he's been really clutch for them all weekend. I can't remember his name, and he's going to kill me. So Oops, ref's running in.
What's he got?
He's looking, he's checking the snake player for and he calls him. So Serge loses their snake
That's
player.
4 on 4 at the moment. Arguably, Serge have much better field position, having a little bit more penetration down the Dorito
And
side.
they do have the experience of big guy in the. Oh,
Yes.
And that was a bad mistake by Ballistics, you know, allowing that player to get that
into that Dorito wedge. That
He
center
missed it.
player there should have got him.
I don't think he's used to playing in that position. The way he's playing it, it looks like he's kind of lost. Which is unusual for Ballistics unit because, I mean, they've got a roster of 11.
Yeah, they've got a lot of players.
Yeah, and
for this
They
event.
get the Dorito out for Serge.
So they shoot. So he does shoot. Oh, and he's going to
Here we
get
go, he's
carved up
standing.
here. He's going to get carved up without taking anyone. Yeah, I think that's
And he made him pay for it too, that center guy.
Yeah.
You can make a mistake like that.
Yeah. Oh, but there must be someone coming down
This
the
is
Dorito.
it's Liam, if I'm not wrong, coming down the Dorito side. Oh, he's out.
And he's gone as
He
well.
was shot too.
So what is it? 2
Is
on
it
1.
2? No, so no.
2 on 1 now.
Surge have just lost their snake guy. So
That's
yeah,
so
2
they've
on 1.
only got the guy in the centre here. So where are they? Coming down the snake now. Oh, he needs to turn. If he turns now, he will pick up.
He needs
Because
to be
he's
very
playing really
proactive.
low. He could do this. He could take him.
So they don't know that they don't have a snake guy now. So BU
No,
have actually
but
lost
see,
the
this
kill
guy,
count.
if he wraps, got him.
Got him,
See,
wow.
that was too loose. Too loose. You can't afford to. That's. Oh, he's going to try and
Matching
run
up
him
with
down. This is
centre.
it. So they're both matched. So we've got Andrew, by the look of it, from Palmy. He's for the Ballistics unit. Now the guy
This
for
Surge
Serge,
player's
like I said,
looking.
he's going to kill me because I can't remember his name for the god of me. But yesterday he was so clutch in that position.
He's playing that center really, really well.
Like, if I was betting on this right now, I would be betting on
Yeah.
on the Surge player to take this out.
So we actually versed Serge
But the
as
problem-
our first game this
yeah.
morning, and that center was our killer.
Well, he might have. Oh, see, I don't think they're aware.
Neither team know
No,
the
see
kill
now
count.
we're watching here. See, he's.
Oh, here's the
checking.
BU sneaking up.
He could.
He's got to
the
watch
BU
that
guy.
shadow though.
No, he's
Here
going
we
to
go.
they're going to mutual.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a trade.
It's a trade. This is going to be a no point.
Yeah, that was not a spin.
You don't need to go and check them, mate. They've both got
both
their
right.
hands on their heads. This is going to be a no point.
So very
No
interesting.
points. No point. No points. So stop.
Very interesting first point there for Serge and BU.
Stop. No points.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
That Serge center player did a really good job.
Yes.
Holding that center down.
Yeah, and I think he was extremely lucky because
He was,
because
they-
the guy,
Back and
the
forth.
BU guy.
Yeah.
Wrapping too loose on that
Yeah.
that snake, and as well as their center player running down and not checking off on that
Yeah.
bunker as he ran through.
Yeah.
He was too keen to grab that Dorito wedge.
10 seconds.
All right, so we're back into the Titans and the Lumberjack game. So this will be really interesting to see what happens here. I don't think the Titans. I don't think the Titans will actually hold back here. I think they will go. Oh no, they did. They did. However, Tom released late, but he'll be in the snake in
Here we go.
a split second. Now they go. Now they
That
lose.
Miller filling out
The
behind.
Lumberjacks are losing one. So Thomas, but they did shoot Thomas Hopkins out of the snake. So that's a big
The
plus.
Lumberjacks have got two guys in the snake, but you've got
Brandon
Miller?
Brandon Miller's into the snake for the.
Yeah,
So,
that was a good read
but the
from Brandon
comms,
there.
I mean, listen to the comms. Both teams are just, that's crazy. So I'm not sure whether Brandon. Oops, and the Titans just lose Aiden and Donnelly from the back centre. So, however,
So it's a
Brandon's gone to the. So Brandon,
3 on 4 in favour of Lumberjacks at the moment.
and their snake guys are going
Their
hard.
snake guys are crawling up.
Yeah, Brandon Miller's moved up to the snake too.
Oh, so their snake guy's just been killed.
And Brandon's moving around. He's going around. He's into their snake.
Oh wow.
Oh, he can catch and play off guard.
He
Oh,
could
wow.
catch this. This could be
This
interesting.
is going to be very dangerous for Lumberjacks. They need
He's
to
going
look.
to bunker him, and
Yep.
he does.
Oh,
And he's
And
clean
he
too.
stays alive. And he stays
Has
alive.
he got that center?
I don't think the Lumberjacks center guy realizes where Brandon is. Brandon's in their snake.
He is too, yeah.
And he that's it. And he cleans it up. Brandon Miller's going to be the man of the day on this point. So Brandon. Oh,
Wow, she's staying alive like that.
he's buzzing.
Wow. Oh.
Base.
Wow,
Great
what a
point
point.
for
But look
Brandon
where they were at the other end as well. Lumberjacks were at the other end. We were so busy concentrating on what was happening with Brandon that we didn't realise what was happening the other end of the field. So they actually just beat the Lumberjacks.
It was a great read there for Brandon. As soon as Tom was killed, he filled out into that snake.
So, whoa.
Another point to Titans.
Yes.
That was an amazing point to watch.
That was great to watch from up here. And now that there's no wind and we've got the booth so we can actually see and a bit of the breeze, yeah, you can
hear as well.
Yeah.
It's great.
So we have to be careful up here because they can actually hear us as well. especially the way I talk. I was really aware when Brandon ran around and the Dorito girl was there that I didn't want to say.
Yes, of course.
But that was absolutely sick. That was a really good. I mean, kudos to the Lumberjacks. They've been waiting for this match.
Yes.
So.
I got a Serge breakout.
So these guys started from the same end again because it was a null point in the last one. But their centre player shoots out the snake player from Serge straight away for Ballistics unit. So that's 5 on 4. So.
PU, oh no, here we go into the snake there. It's still pretty open up though.
As well.
5 alive for PU.
Yeah.
And 4 for Serge.
Probably now that this...
so they've just lost their centre player for Serge.
And he was probably their strongest player at this time, so that's a big loss for Serge.
That is.
And now the BU are moving down the snake. And you can probably hear the intensity now that we've opened the window up. The speaker will be picking up the intensity of the shooting.
Serge just loses that snake player too.
So Serge loses SNAKE player, so this looks like...
So BU have just lost their snake player, however they've just filled it straight away.
So, and they lose their... Serge loses